Welcome to Easy English Click, the podcast where learning English becomes simple, practical, and enjoyable. I'm very happy you are here today. In this episode, we are going to talk about a topic that is important for everyone: travel and transportation. Whether you are traveling to another city, going to work, or visiting another country, transportation is a big part of our daily lives. Today, we will learn useful English words, sentences, and ideas related to travel. This lesson will help you understand conversations and speak more confidently when you travel. Travel is something that people have done for thousands of years. In the past, people traveled on foot, by horse, or by boat. Travel was slow and sometimes dangerous. Today, travel is much faster and easier. We can travel by car, bus, train, airplane, bicycle, and even by ship across the ocean. Because transportation is now faster and safer, people can visit many places around the world. They can explore new cultures, meet new people, and experience different lifestyles. People travel for many different reasons. Some people travel for work or business. For example, a businessman might travel to another country for an important meeting. Some people travel for education. Students often move to another city or country to study at universities. Many people also travel for vacation or holidays. They visit beaches, mountains, historical cities, or famous tourist attractions. Travel allows people to relax, learn, and enjoy new experiences. Now let's talk about the word transportation. Transportation means the system or method of moving people or goods from one place to another. Transportation can be public or private. Public transportation includes buses, trains, and subways that many people can use. Private transportation includes cars, motorcycles, or bicycles that belong to individuals. Both types of transportation help people move easily from place to place. Let's look at some common types of transportation. One of the most popular forms is the car. Cars are very common in many countries because they are convenient and flexible. People can drive wherever they want and stop whenever they like. Another common type of transportation is the bus. Buses are part of public transportation and usually carry many passengers at the same time. Buses are often cheaper than cars or taxis, which makes them popular for daily commuting. Another important form of transportation is the train. Trains travel on railways and are very popular in many parts of the world. They are fast, comfortable, and can travel long distances between cities. In some countries, high-speed trains can travel extremely fast and connect major cities in just a few hours. Of course, when people need to travel long distances or go to another country, they usually travel by airplane. Airplanes are the fastest form of transportation available today. With an airplane, you can travel across continents in only a few hours. Airports around the world connect millions of travelers every day. There are also smaller and more environmentally friendly ways to travel. Many people like to ride bicycles, especially in cities. Bicycles are healthy, affordable, and good for the environment. In some places, people also travel by boats or ships, especially when crossing rivers, lakes, or oceans. Now let's learn a few important travel vocabulary words. The first word is travel, which means going from one place to another. Another common word is journey, which describes the act of traveling, especially when the trip is long. We also use the word trip, which usually refers to a short journey. For example, someone might take a weekend trip to another city. Another important word is destination. Your destination is the place where you are going. For example, if you are flying to London, London is your destination. A ticket is another important travel word. A ticket is what you buy when you want to travel by bus, train, or airplane. The person who travels in a vehicle such as a bus, plane, or train is called a passenger. Let's practice a few simple sentences using these words. For example, I travel to work by bus every morning. Another sentence could be, she bought a ticket for the train. You could also say, our destination is a beautiful city by the sea. Practicing these simple sentences can help you remember the vocabulary and use it naturally in conversation. Travel and transportation are not only about moving from one place to another. They also connect people, cultures, and ideas. When we travel, we learn more about the world and about other people. We also improve our communication skills, especially when we speak a language like English. Before we move to the next part of this episode, here is a simple question for you. Think about your daily life. How do you usually travel in your city? Do you take the bus, drive a car, ride a bicycle, or maybe walk? Try to answer this question in English. Practicing small questions like this is a great way to improve your speaking skills. In the next section of this episode, we will talk about traveling by airplane and the airport experience. We will learn useful airport vocabulary, common travel phrases, and simple conversations that can help you when you travel internationally. Stay with us here on Easy English Click, where learning English opens the door to the world. Now, in this section, we are going to focus on air travel. Traveling by airplane is one of the fastest and most exciting ways to travel, especially when people need to go to another country or a very distant city. Air travel connects the world. Every day, millions of passengers travel through airports around the globe. An airport is a place where airplanes take off and land, and where passengers begin or end their journeys. Airports can be very large and busy places. In big international airports, you may see thousands of travelers, many different languages, and flights going to many destinations. When people travel by airplane, the first step is usually booking a ticket. A ticket can be purchased online or at a travel agency. After you buy your ticket, you will receive important information such as the flight number, the departure time, and the destination. It is always important to check this information carefully before your trip. On the day of your flight, you need to arrive at the airport early. Most airlines recommend arriving 2 or 3 hours before an international flight. When you arrive at the airport, the first step is usually check-in. At the check-in counter, airline staff will ask for your passport and your ticket information. They will also give you a boarding pass. The boarding pass is a very important document because it tells you your seat number, your flight, and your boarding gate. Another important word you should know is luggage. Luggage refers to the bags or suitcases that travelers bring with them. Usually, passengers can check in large suitcases that go into the airplane's cargo area. They can also carry a small bag with them onto the airplane. This smaller bag is often called carry-on luggage. After check-in, passengers must go through security control. Security is an important part of air travel because it keeps passengers safe. At the security checkpoint, travelers place their bags on a scanner and walk through a metal detector. Airport security officers may ask passengers to remove items such as laptops, belts, or jackets. This process may feel slow sometimes, but it is necessary for safety. Once you pass through security, you enter the departure area of the airport. This is where travelers wait for their flights. You can usually find restaurants, coffee shops, and stores in this area. Travelers often sit near their boarding gate while waiting for the airplane to be ready. Soon, an announcement will be made. You might hear something like this. Attention passengers on Flight 247 to New York. Boarding will begin at Gate 12. This announcement means it is time to get ready to board the airplane. Boarding means passengers enter the aircraft. When boarding begins, passengers show their boarding passes to the airline staff and then walk through a gate or a special bridge that connects the airport to the airplane. Once you enter the airplane, a flight attendant will help you find your seat. Flight attendants are the airline staff who take care of passengers during the flight. They give safety instructions, serve food and drinks, and help passengers if they need anything. Before the airplane takes off, passengers will hear a safety announcement. The flight attendants explain how to use seat belts, oxygen masks, and emergency exits. Even experienced travelers listen carefully to these instructions. After the airplane takes off, the journey begins. During the flight, passengers may relax, read a book, watch movies, or listen to music. On longer flights, airlines often serve meals and drinks. Some passengers sleep, while others enjoy looking out of the window at the clouds below. When the airplane arrives at the destination airport, it lands on the runway and slowly moves toward the terminal building. After leaving the plane, passengers usually go to passport control if they are entering another country. Then they go to the baggage claim area, where they collect their luggage. Let's practice a few useful travel phrases that you might hear at the airport. For example, a traveler might ask, "Excuse me, where is the boarding gate?" Another common question is, "What time does the flight depart?" Airport staff might also say, "Please show your passport," or "Your flight is now boarding." Learning these simple phrases can make your travel experience much easier and less stressful. When you understand airport vocabulary, you can communicate with airline staff, ask questions, and follow important instructions. Air travel may seem complicated at first, but once you understand the steps, check-in, security, boarding, and arrival, it becomes much easier. For many people, flying is also an exciting experience because it allows them to explore new countries and cultures around the world. Stay with us on Easy English Click and keep learning English step by step.